The dreams are always the same. First the bombs, and then the sounds and screams of the ones left behind. They told us we were going to be safe. We thought we were safe. All they had to do was run some quick tests, and then we would be able to go to our new home. But how they lied to us. I woke up. Was it hours, days? I did not know. Had it been months or years? All I know was there was nothing but death, and my wife perfectly frozen in time, as if a punishment. So I would see her in her frozen state just to remind me how I failed her. He stole my son, and he shot her for no other reason than she was trying to save and protect our son, and he shot her. He went away, and he left a broken man behind. The dreams are always the same. I always find him, and I always kill him. But they are only dreams, and dreams will never bring her back to me. It's been over 200 years and my perception of time is all messed up. Time is like a haze to me now, like looking through dirty, cloudy water. Dirty water. I would never have thought I would miss clean water from a tap. Just turn the tap on and there it is, drinking water. Not this dirt I find myself having to drink now. And now I ask myself, with this perception of time that has passed, can I say for certain that what I think has passed has in fact passed? I thought it had only been hours, maybe days, since Shaun was taken, since my wife was taken.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
But it could just as well be 10, 50, hell 100 years. The chamber I was in spat me out onto the floor, as if it was an old piece of rubbish discarded and ruined.
God. Why would Vault do this?
I left the vault. There was nothing there for me. Its only purpose was to remind me of her all the time. Everywhere I look. And remind me that I failed. I eventually found my way back to our home. The place Shaun was meant to grow up. The place we fell in love. It was nothing but ruins and death. The air smelt off. I even come across our robot. He told me things that I knew must be true, but I wanted them to be lies. But why would he lie to me? He's just a fucking robot.
Oh, it's really you.
Shaun's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Shaun may turn up yet.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
I knew there was no hope to look for Shaun here. He would be long gone, but Codsworth needed to feel like he was helping. And I needed the old Codsworth back. I would need his help many times in the weeks to come.
Takes care of that. Flies. Wait. My senses are picking up movement in another house. Follow me.
Codsworth was already showing how useful he could be to me, his senses picking up distant threats.
What's all this then? Not this time.
I would need somewhere to stay to get my bearings, and this place was too dangerous for me to stay on my own. He helped me feel safe.
Terrific. It's a fight then. Okay, knock that out. Mr. Shaun, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Come on, Codsworth. I need your help. Where can I go?
Well, you could head into the city. Concord is nearby. But the people there are as put together as I am.
Codsworth told me today not to give up hope.
Thanks for your help.
There was other people, even as close as Concord just down the road. Maybe they had seen Shaun. Maybe they had seen his kidnappers. So, there are other survivors, and they were nearby. I found a new crude weapon in one of the houses, a small pistol made from wooden pipes. I could use this weapon, but I would need to improve it. But first I had one place I wanted to visit first. I had to say goodbye,
I'm coming, buddy.
and I had to make a promise. And I also wanted something to remind me. The book, it made me feel stronger and gave me a sense of well-being and a clearer sense of what I wanted to do. I would need all the equipment I would find on my travels to be working as good as it could. I spent time learning how to repair smaller weapons, so I'd increase the pipe pistol damage. Then changed the barrel to give me a much better range. I decided to give myself a better chance from range by adding a combat scope. Once I'd finished, I noticed I'd used all the components and scrap I had found, but my new gun worked well. I fired a shot just to make sure the sights were correct. It was ever so slightly more powerful than the gun I found in Vault 111, and this could make a big difference. I decided to make a final sweep of all the other houses just to make sure I would be safe to sleep the night. And I wanted to find whatever scrap I could. Everything was now useful and had new, multiple purposes to me. I came across a computer and a safe. The computer had nothing of use on it, just a few diaries from a drug dealer from years ago. But the safe, it had a makeshift bomb and a trigger. I slowly deactivated the trigger and decided to take the bomb, but I still had to unlock the safe. And this was not going to be easy. I found some tools earlier I might be able to use, so I gave it a go. Once in the safe, I found some good stuff, some more bullets, some batteries, and another weapon. The weapon, though, in its damaged state, would only be good as spares and parts. I decided I was going to head to the edge of town before nightfall. I found a fire still burning. Maybe its owner was still around. I decided I needed to take a better look. All I found around the fire were the same kind of roaches I found from the vault. Maybe the fire's owner was in the house. I would need to take a look. I would need to find them. The living room and the kitchen were both empty. Maybe I would find something in the bedroom. In the bedroom I found a can full of bottle caps. Maybe someone's collection. Maybe the owner of the fire. He might be interested in buying them back off me if I ever find him. Also in the bedroom I found a safe hidden under the chest of drawers.
No way I could pick this.
It was far too complicated for me to open, so I had to leave it behind, but I would remember that it was still there. There was no sign of the owner of the fire. I believed I was safe, so decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth and start to cook some of the meat I had already gathered off the rad roaches. Not what I had in mind for my dinner today, but there was no other option. The day was running away from me. It could be getting dark in a couple of hours. Too dark to go out exploring tonight, so I decided I would need a good bed and a good decent night's sleep. I could not bear the idea of sleeping in my own house, so I built a makeshift bed in the house opposite. Once I was happy with what I built, I decided I would not be happy sleeping until I had a look over the bridge to make sure I was safe from wild animals or other survivors. On the far side of the bridge I found a dead person and a dog. I searched them to see what I could find. The man was carrying a locket. I decided to keep it just in case. He also had some medical supplies and some bullets. The dead dog just lied there. It was not completely rotten, and I needed the meat. Not ideal, but this could be another meal to keep me alive. I was about to head on to the garage down the road when a bag caught my eye underneath the statue. I decided to take a look. The bag was full of ammo and a rifle, built the same as the pistol I found earlier. This could be a good find. And would allow me to defend myself from a greater range. It did not yet have a scope, but adding a scope would be a priority. Further down the road I knew there was a Red Rocket garage. I was hoping for something of some use. What I found was something completely unexpected. The dog, it came running towards me. I was not sure at first, but it was clear the dog was not going to attack me. In fact, the dog was very friendly.
Hey, boy.
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Though I did not know it at the time, I had found my second friend.
Okay then, let's stick together.
I still wanted to have a look round the red rocket. It looked abandoned and like no one had been around for years. Someone had left a first aid kit outside, and this was a good find. With the dog at my side, I entered the red rocket and decided to take a good look around. I shut the door to keep away praying eyes. The workshop was full of workstations. This would be a good place to set up my own workshop for maintaining my equipment. I was heading to the back rooms when the noises from outside startled me. The dog was no longer with me and was outside. And then I saw it. A giant rat-like creature running through the door towards me. It had rage and blood in its eyes. It wanted me dead. Another, then another came running in. I was able to take care of them with a couple of shots each. I could not risk one of those things getting close to me and biting me. The buggers were able to burrow into the dirt faster than I could aim. Then, without warning, they would jump completely out of a different area and attack me. The dog, though, was great at sensing that there was at least one more still around. All we had to do was wait. I had been shaken up. What I had seen today would break a man, but I was already broken. But also numb. I had a look in the back room. I found some more bottle caps in a tin box. This was strange. Maybe they meant something. I decided to keep them with the others. Then I looked on the computer. It was just full of notes of all the repairs the owners had carried out over the past weeks before the bombs. But one file was of interest to me. They spoke of a hidden cave underneath the garage. This sounded like it would be worth looking into. There was no indication in the text where the cave was, but it had to be downhill from the garage, so it was not too hard to find in the end. From the cave's entrance I could see the outskirts of Concord. It would be dark soon, too dark to take a look around. That would have to wait till tomorrow, but for now, I could venture into the cave. The cave was dark, and a man with something to lose might have headed back. I had nothing to lose, and I was not heading back. If you would like to hear more of my story, please watch next week. If you liked the story, please like, comment or sub. All the links you need are below. I am Shaun, and I am insane in the game. And if I ever find it, I will see you all in the safe zone.